Hey folks, Captain Chris Meyer, Central Florida Sight Fishing Charters. I want to show you today the proper way to stow your fishing rods when you're either moving from spot to spot, putting it up for the day, whatever, whenever you're not using it. A couple things you want to think about when you're putting your rod up. Now, something I see all the time is folks just take their lure and reel it up into the tip of the rod, something like this. Now every time I'm doing that, so a lot of people do that at full speed. Every time I do that, I take this little metal hook, the jig head, some part of metal, and I'm jamming it into my nice ceramic tip. Now, when you have, this is a $100 class rod. When you have a rod like that, why do I want to be jamming metal into my tip? Possibly causing damage to the guide that I don't even see, which wears on my line, or I completely knock that tip guide out of there by slamming it with this big old hook. Another thing I see a lot, people take their hooks and just stick them in their guides like this. Again, every time I'm putting metal onto my guide. These guides are designed to have fishing line running through them, not really meant to have metal scratching on them. If you put a little scratch in there, you might not even see it, and it wears on your line, and when you catch the trophy fish of the day, your line finally parts, and you don't even know why. You blame it on the line, but it could have been your own fault for putting a scratch in your guide. So you can hook them on the leg here. All the guides have a little leg you can hook it on. Now I'm not ever going to have to damage my fishing line. Better yet, if you have a rod that has one of these, and a lot of them do, all mine do, has a little hook holder down there, that's what that's for. I put it right in there. Then, if it's sitting in the rod rack and should I grab it to go pick it up and pull it out of the rack, I'm not having to worry about grabbing onto hooks, because really I would never be grabbing my rod right here. It would be sitting in the rod rack in the boat maybe, and you just go to pick it up by your hand. Now you're not going to accidentally get a hook in your hand. So when you're putting your rods up, use the hook holder down here. If you have a plastic worm like this, all I have to do is push the hook down, put it on here. Now I'm never going to damage my tip-top guide. I'm never going to damage any of my other guides. Your equipment will last a lot longer, and in the long run, it'll be catching you more fish.